to Genesis, the 15th. I want you to open your Bible to Genesis, the 15th chapter, 13th, 14th, and 15th verses. You can't get away from this one. Know of a surety, Abraham, that your seed will be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them, and they shall be afflicted in that land for 400 years. After that time, God says, I will come and judge that nation which they shall serve. When our brother was killed, all of the people that I saw on television, that the television people were calling black people from everywhere to listen to your thinking. And the one theme that you were running quite honestly and fervently was 400 years. 400 years of living under this. 400 years. Well, you say at 1619 is where our journey began. So at 2019, you celebrated 400 years. Okay, that's good. But that's not the real history. The real history, so teaches the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and you as scholars can research it. It started in 1555 on a ship named Jesus that brought our first fathers out of Africa into America. Why 64 years missing? Have you heard of the $64,000 question? Why did they use that number? Because our tormentors know that it was 64 hidden years that turned you from a proud, wise African into a blind, deaf, and dumb so-called Negro. In that 64 years, our fathers and mothers were not allowed to pray. When the name Allah was mentioned, that mother, that father was killed. They were forced to make babies, and then they were killed. So in 64 years, you have 2 generations, if you count 30 years as a generation. So by the time 1619 rolled around, you were a totally wrecked human being. That's why you don't know your name. That's why you can't speak your language. That's why you've been ripped away from your natural religion. And that's why you have been made to love your enemy and call your enemy Massa, when before that only God was your master.